What's up, Mike Moses Kennedy? How you doing? Yesterday was day 4. Today is day 5. Yesterday, day 4 was a little wild. I had my THC soda a couple hours before that, so I was feeling no pain. I was feeling pretty good. So this is my first sip today. All right, let's see if we can knock out 2 of these today. Day 5, discipline is self-respect. All right. Discipline is self-respect. Discipline often gets framed as punishment, as restriction, as something you force yourself to do when you don't feel like it. That framing makes discipline feel harsh and unsustainable, but discipline at its core is not about control, it's about self-respect. When you keep a promise to yourself, you send a message: I matter, my goals matter, my word matters. Discipline is simply the practice of honoring that message consistently. Lack of discipline isn't a moral failure. It's usually a trust issue. When you repeatedly break commitments to yourself, even small ones, your confidence erodes. You stop believing in yourself. You hesitate. You second guess. Self-doubt grows not from failure, but from unreliability. Discipline reverses that process. Every small follow-through rebuilds trust. You don't need extreme effort. You need repeatable effort. You need to do what you said you would do, especially when no one is watching. True discipline isn't rigid or cruel. It's compassionate. It accounts for your humanity. It adjusts instead of quitting. It chooses consistency over perfection. Self-respect doesn't demand you be flawless. It asks you to be honest and committed. People who appear highly disciplined aren't more motivated than others. They've simply learned to remove negotiation from their lives. They decide once, then act accordingly. No daily debate, no emotional bargaining, just action aligned with intention. Discipline also creates peace. When you know you'll follow through, mental noise disappears, guilt fades, anxiety lessens. You stop carrying the weight of unfinished intentions. The mind relaxes when it trusts the system you've built. The more you respect yourself, the easier discipline becomes. And the more disciplined you are, the more self-respect you generate. It's a reinforcing loop, and it starts with one kept promise. And there's your 4-minute challenge. Your action for today: choose one small promise you can keep today without struggle. Something clear, specific, and realistic. For an example, I will walk for 5 minutes, or I will write 1 paragraph. Write it down exactly as a commitment. Today I will blank. Set a 4-minute timer and visualize yourself completing it calmly without resistance. After completing the action, pause for 1 minute and reflect. How does it feel to keep a promise to yourself? What changed emotionally once it was done? How does this affect your confidence moving forward? If you miss a day, don't punish yourself. Just adjust and continue. Discipline isn't about being perfect. It's about being dependable. That's a good one. Discipline isn't about being perfect. It's about being dependable. Every promise kept strengthens the relationship you have with yourself, and that relationship shapes every other part of your life. Just get to it. Just believe in yourself. All right, day 5. Done. 4 minutes.